Hi guys, today I'm going to be giving my cabinet a revamp. I didn't do one that long ago, but I got some new shelves from Plantscarper, so thank you so much to Plantscarper for sending me those. And yeah, I'm really excited because there's lots of little gadgets, little extras that I can do. Sorry if you can hear that, that's my son and the TV that's on. Yeah, I wanted to film in front of the cabinet, but the TV's on, so fucking stats. Yeah, the TV's on, so I don't, I don't want to be in front of the TV. So that if you can hear anything, that's what that is. But yeah, I thought that I might as well get the ball rolling. It's getting close to like nighttime. Mitch has gone to fetch Maya and also drop off some packages for me because I've got some plant orders, specifically hoya. My hoyas seem to sell very, very good, but they're so easy to propagate. But yeah, anyway, I want to show you. TV's on quite loud. I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me. I hope you're going to hear me okay. But yeah, anyway, the cabinet is looking like this pretty much since the last time I did an update on it. I have done some rearranging and there are some plants that I had to take out because they're getting too big. But I also have a lot of new plants that I want to move into, yeah. But that's going to be a whole separate video because I have to repot them. The light is, okay, I've moved over here because where I was standing, the SANSI grow light that's for the Monstera type constellation was right in my eyes. Yeah, that plant is getting so big that I've had to adjust the grow light a little bit, and it's becoming a little bit problematic because it is very bright, like you can't look straight into it. But yeah, I'm going to clean up my cabinet. I'm not gonna, oh, Lexi. I'm just going to do that quick. I feel like I did that in the last revamp. So yeah, I'm just going to clean it out, take everything out, give it a good clean. And then I'm going to show you the brand new shelves. And I do think I also want to do some repotting in there, which we'll also do in this video. You know, it's just like a revamp, restart in the cabinet. I want to give you some updates on some plants and yeah, just bring you guys along. Okay. My cabinet is cleaned and I brought over all of the shelves, and it also comes with a, let's go buddy. I've already unfortunately ripped a piece off, but yeah. It comes with a step-by-step guide. I'm just going to take off all of the plastic because that's step number one. So that's number one. I'm really excited about this. This is like the peg boards for at the back. This is going to be so much better than I was just using. I bought like grids, but like just to hang on your wall. But I use the clips from IKEA. And this pegboard is obviously perfect for that because it literally is one just like IKEA, but it's just acrylic. And they won't, because they fall off quite easily on the grid. So there's that one. There's also a little miniature one. I think it's for on the side. Here we go. And then we have the actual shelves. Ooh, this is heavy duty. Look how thick that is. This one does have a lot more holes than the previous one. Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, geez, this is really heavy. Okay, so there's that one. And then I think this is a little corner piece. Like a little corner shelf. Oh, I've got no nails to do this. I just cut them. Not practical. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. With the, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's like acrylic. Oh, there you go. I can see better now. With their logo. And He has a shelf. Everything was like stuck together so that it doesn't, you know, get damaged. Oh, I've been wanting to do this for so long. I think I've had these for about 2 weeks now. And I've just not had the time to do anything. And then last up is the like U one, which I'm very excited about. I had to do some rearranging recently because my anthurium rock cryanum is getting quite big. So this is going to be perfect for that. But I just, it's like endless possibilities to this. Okay. I feel like it's safer if I just lean everything up against the island. But then again, my daughter's going to be home any second. So, I got a little box. Here's like little previews of the cool little gadgets. The handles. Got the handles with their logo. Just wanted to get everything out of the box. So, now we need instructions. So, step number 1, there is also a video which you can scan the QR code and it'll tell you what to do. And then mounting guide, the side pegboard. It's a page for each acrylic side and corner shelves, the side pegboard, the back pegboard. I feel like I should do the pegboard first. Then the hanging moss pole, which is so cool. Honestly, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just like the, you know, the hanging up bits. So, the back pegboard. Parts needed. Washers, black or white. That's provided by them, which is a little baggie. Okay, so I carried on because it was a little bit too difficult to film, but this is what it's looking like. I've put, so this is the small pegboard, and you just screw it into holes, you know, like all the holes that there's in the cabinet anyway, and this just slides in there. Really cool. The pegboard did have to move it a little bit higher, so you can see there's like 2 holes that are supposed to be for the screws, but I've just used 2 of these holes just so that it's a little bit higher, so I was able to put this little shelf and this shelf here, because I actually wanted to put this shelf at the bottom there, like here, but the holes that I have in my cabinets, you see how do you say that? How wide they are or big they are? I don't know. And they're supposed to be like that. So that's obviously a fault of the cabinet, because I checked all of the holes and some of them work and some of them don't. But those were the only 2 that like fitted properly. And obviously I want it to be secure, because I just kept on turning the screw and it just wasn't working. So anyway, I have put my fan here. This is like the half shelf. Oh, there's fungus gnats. Oh yeah, the fungus gnats are on top of the lights. That's why. But anyway, I've used strips to attach the light, which is a lot better. What I was using before was just the magnets. But if you bump the lights, they would just fall down because it wasn't strong enough. This is very, very thick, so the magnets didn't work. But because of all of these holes, I can use strips, which does make me feel better about the grow lights. They're a lot more secure. And then yeah, at the top it's the same situation. But what's also nice about these is the cable management is a lot nicer than what it was before. So yeah, I've put the U shelf there. And this was the thing that I wanted to show you guys. So this, I'm gonna try and take it down. So we've got these two magnet pieces which are connected to that piece and that piece. So you just click it on there. But you don't, like, you can just leave this out and just have like the pot or whatever you want. Just so that just so the pole is hanging up, if you know what I mean. But if you have, like, for example, if you have plants that you've extended or whatever and there's not really any roots in the pot, you know, you can do this, which I thought was a really nifty idea. And then yeah, the drip system at the top, but you can put it lower as well, or you could put the pegboard lower, but I've chosen to have it higher so that I can have those two shelves there. And then yeah, you have the main shelf, which is the same system as what I had before. You just use these, but these are very nice and sturdy. And I love all of the extra holes. I do have my fans positioned in a different way than what they were before, because I wanted the cables to look a little bit prettier than what they were. And I definitely prefer the look of that. But yeah, it does mean I used to have this one, I think, no, actually I used to have this one at the same level. But the one at the bottom I think I had that one hanging up. I could also have a pegboard there maybe. I don't know if that would fit actually. I'd have to measure, but I might be able to fit a pegboard there as well. I could also get another one of like the small ones for the sides. That's what's nice about all of these like extra accessories. You can get like a small little shelf. It's very secure as well. It's very nicely designed. But yeah, now we're going to put the plants back in the cabinet. Okay, my camera died and I didn't realize, but honestly, I didn't do that much more. It's looking very bare at the moment, apart from the top actually. Yeah, the top is looking really nice and lush, but now I want to take care of the plants that I need to take care of, because I was just going to wrap it up and say, okay, that's it for tonight. But I really need to do these repots. I've been putting them off, and I need to do them. And this is Plantscraper related anyway. I'm also going to be using their aroid mix, their pots. And I just thought, you know what, let's just make sure that the cabinet is, you know, completely done. And I love doing like a repot with you guys as well. So the plants in question are quite a lot. I brought over all of the aroids first. I'm going to do those first, and then I'm going to do the hoya, because I've got a lot of hoya as well. But I've got 4 aroids here. There's a lot of them giving me new growth, but listen, there's a little pot for a monstera. This is a monstera Bomox. I actually got this one for free. Not one that I like absolutely love, but I am intrigued to watch it grow. I do have to say that those leaves, like, it's got very thick, robust leaves. It's fun to watch grow, definitely. But this little pot, you can see, it was in just a plug, but now it is quite, it's not root bound at all, but this dries out so quickly. I mean, monstera in a teeny tiny pot like this, I mean, it was a tiny plug. You guys saw when I unboxed it, it was tiny. So yeah, I need to put that in a big pot. Same goes for this. This is, I don't really see a lot of roots, but again, when it comes to the drying out, it's also because it's in my cabinet, you know, that's normal. And it's also giving me a new leaf, which is not ideal. But anyway, a lot of I've also got an anthurium with a very fresh leaf. I'm going to have to be very careful with this. But this one, I've been putting this off for so incredibly long. This also dries out so quickly. And the leaves are coming out a very weird... At first I thought, okay, is this pests? But it's not. I think it's just not happy in this pot. But I have noticed a lot of plants are not happy in these pots. These square, like glossy matte pots. I've also added extra holes for drainage, but I don't know what it is. But whatever plant I put in these pots, they're just not happy. And then last up, this one, I should actually wait, but I just really want to get it into the mix that I love. But this is a new leaf and it's still quite soft. This is the Raven Soul, so it's the Luxurians crossed with the Crystallinum. Oh, it's so stunning. It's so stunning. So stunning. But yeah, I also just want to get it into a clear pot and get it into the aroid mix that I, know. So, I've taken up... No, Lexi can still come and lie next to me. It's just, you guys might have to move. But anyway, let's do some repotting. I did not think this through. Okay, I'm going to use this lid to put, however, the Monstera and the Philodendron, they're in this mix, they're in the aroid mix. So I just need to pot them up a size. So, I'm just gonna, ooh dear, it is quite rooted. I mean, they're very close, they are rooted very nicely. I'm not gonna touch that. Whatever breaks off is done naturally. I need to give it a bigger pot. So I've got the, what is this, 10 centimeter and the 12 centimeter. I kind of want to give it a 12 centimeter, but that might be a little bit overkill. It will be able to stay in there for the next 6 months though. What would you do? 10 centimeter or 12 centimeter? Bigger. That one.
Where's the anterior?
No, it's philodendron.
Oh, ja. Ik neem altijd goed.
Okay. Trust your instinct. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to, not going to have to repot in the next 6 months. There we go. Not touching any more than that. I'm going to take that leaf off because it's burnt and ugly. I do think I need to move this one a little bit further away from the grow light. There we go. Yeah, I took that off. That was looking funny. And there was also roots under there. I think I will, because I haven't taken any existing soil off and I watered not that long ago. I'll wait until maybe tomorrow because I mean it does get quite warm in the cabinet. But I mean it looks overkill, it does, and probably not the best time to do it with that new leaf, but I think it's going to be a lot better in that. Even if it wasn't the other size, it would have been better. Better than what it's in. And I'll probably end up doing the same with the Monstera because the Monstera already has some, oh dear, yeah. That's all staying together. It's got some pretty juicy roots, this one. So I'm definitely going for the size up for that. It's also giving me a new leaf. And actually the other philodendron as well, the snowdrift, is also giving me a new leaf. But every single time I want to go ahead and repot these plants, it's not the ideal timing, so I'm just going to do it. This is definitely a very tree fern fibre heavy mix. Most I've ever seen. And actually the plants that I did in the last repot with you guys, the plants from Harmony Plants, how many times can you say plants? I can already see roots, which is amazing. Tree fern fiber is definitely magic. I see a lot more people using it actually. It's just not, I noticed that on the website of Plantscraper, if you want to buy it separately, it does come, it goes out of stock very quickly. So it's not something that is as readily available. So when I can use it, I do really appreciate it. Here we go. Same goes with this one with the watering. But I am quite excited to watch this one grow, even though it wasn't one that I would have necessarily bought myself. But now that I have it, I do like its like thick, robust leaves. It's very cool. And I think once I get it for illustration, that's going to be even more fun. So that's that one. Maybe I should just already put them down here. I don't know. I feel like I am going to be, this bottom shelf here might end up just, well then again, I could actually just put it a little bit higher for hoyas, and then I can put high. Yeah, I can do zhuzhing. I can definitely fit a lot more plants. That's for sure. But I'm also potting all of them, so they were going to be in bigger pots. So yeah, timing was just perfect on this one. I love these for hoyas. I can use those as well. Okay, moving on. I am thinking of doing something. Well, and then again, I can always change it. You can always change it to suit whatever plants you have in there in the moment. But yeah, I do really like them. They're very, very nice quality. Okay, and then we have this one. I think this is still in my DIY. This has been in here for a while, actually. I think it's been in here for about a year. But like I said, whatever I put in these pots, they're just not happy. Oh, okay, there's a root that needs to go out. Oh my word. Okay, this is very wet. Is there root rot? No, there's not. I did, oh yeah, I watered yesterday. I thought it was a couple of days ago. No, it was yesterday. Okay. That's just one clump of root. Definitely needs to grow in a bigger pot. If you see the size of the leaves that I'm already getting, but again, look, they're all like damaged. I did have pests in my cabinet at one point, and I thought that's why it was giving me deformed leaves, but it had no pests on here. I don't know what the problem was. This definitely needs to grow in a bigger pot. Yeah. I probably could go one size bigger. Wait, what is this? That's 12. I could do 14. I don't think I have any more 14. No, I don't. That's right. It's going to have to do. I used up the last 14 in my last repot. I do need to do a little bit deeper. I love this leaf here. Yeah, it's a bit, I love the way that this one grows, but it's just sad about those. I actually prefer the more juvenile leaves. I actually would really like a, what's it called? Whippleway, that's what it's called. I always thought they looked very similar, but they actually, now that I have this one, and I've seen how it grows, it's not. It's still different. And I would still like that one. But it's not one you find very often. These actually, the snowdrift, were actually recently, we were able to just order them at my work. And if you can order them at my work, especially the plants that are only active on the website, they are not, you know, anything special. If there are specials, then it is just like a promo deal, and it's not something you can order in every single week. Like the Summer Glory and the Gigas that I was able to get, that was literally just a 1 week deal, and then that was it. I haven't seen them since. But this one has been a couple of weeks now actually at work that we've been able to order them. But the leaves are they're like highly variegated, and they are melting at work. I mean, it is very hot at work now with the floor heating is on and the windows on the greenhouse is like on automatic, so that the windows at the top, they don't actually really open anymore. So sometimes I feel like I can't breathe because there's no like fresh air. And because it's automatic, if I open our warehouse to get some fresh air, it notices that and the heating cranks up a notch. So it's sometimes I do need to go outside for a breather. But yeah, because it gets so dry, I think that's why the leaves at work are melting. I think that's what the issue is, or that's so much more stable in there as well. Oh, it already looks better. Yeah, happy about that. And then this one, this is already in about a 10 centimeter pot. This is the mix from Ecogenera. There's like blue little balls in there. What is that? Is that Osmocote? But like the chemical, then again, Osmocote is chemically based. I don't know. I could probably leave this in this pot, but again, ooh, some really big chunky pieces of pumice. Oh, look at that. I'm making a mess everywhere. It is a very healthy root system. It's crumbling away here. Yeah, that is a lot of tree fern fiber. I just want to check that there's definitely no plug. No, I don't feel any plug. So we're also going to put it in here. I could go bigger, but I don't have that size. It's just going to have to do until March. Just try and be careful of that new leaf. Oh, don't bump it. I'm going to fill this one quite high because there's some roots there. Yeah, I think it will be fine. Well, I'm glad I did that. This was the one that I got at the plant festival. I love it, love it. Okay, so those are all of the... Yeah, I'm not going to water these because I watered my cabinet yesterday. I'll maybe wait like a day or two because it does get very warm in my cabinet. Okay, I could do that. I'm not going to be able to do that for very long though. Okay, this Anthurium is a very slow one. This is my King of Spades, but it takes forever to give me a new leaf. So when it does give me a new leaf, I'll know and I can do some moving about then. I'll put that one there. I also need trays because otherwise my cabinet just becomes an absolute mess. So I need 4 trays. I'm just going to go get them. Oh, I wish I was recording. She might have come this way around. I feel like if I show you guys her, she's gonna move. Willy. She puts up with a lot. She does. She does. Okay. I was thinking I can do that. Oh yeah. I have so many of these yogurt cups. Okay. And then I know that I've mentioned this all the time. It's actually Svetlana who gave me this idea. Pringles, keep the lids. And also the lids of some yogurt containers. I also keep that now as well. But then again, there's a lot that I keep. Like this as well. This is actually not that practical. Because but anyway, it still does the job. It still does the job. So. I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to have to do some zhuzhing because I used to have something at the back here. See, that's why I wanted that shelf there. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I did some zhuzhing. I did have to take out one of the shelves, but that's not going to That's not going to go to waste because I still might do some zhuzhing. I don't know. It just really sucks. Like, it would look so nice there. But because of the damn holes in my cabinet, maybe if I try a different type of screw, it might work. I don't know. It's very weird. I want to put it there. Like, that would be perfect there. So yeah, I did take that out because it didn't work up there with the, it's just like also because these are like tower pots, so they are a little bit higher. And I had a lot of pots and I had a lot of plants in like these tiny little pots that you guys saw. And I think pretty much almost all of the plants now are in those aroid pots, those like anti-spiral pots, these. But I love them, they're my favorite pots, so I'm not going to change that up. But it's just, you know, having to do a little bit of moving, but it's definitely a lot better. I definitely had to kind of let go because I did have a system where I had hoyas at the bottom and anthurium at the top, but now it's kind of like all over the place, but I also kind of like that. I don't know, I used to be really bad with change, like really bad. But I'm definitely a lot better now. Oh, wait a minute. These are not right. I don't have the right... Huh? I bought over trellises because we're going to do the hoyas now. And I've got 2 I want to put on trellises. But I bought over the wrong ones. Please don't tell me I don't have the right trellises. Okay, I still have all of the right trellises. Bully, come on. You're going to have to go the other way. Other way. Other way. Bully, that's not going to work. Mother honey... Lexi, I'll go other way. Go round. Okay, go on. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first because I did go ahead. This was in stratum. This is the Bonnie. And this was a complete rehab. It hardly had any roots. And now it does have a lot of nice roots. You can lie down, Bully. It's okay. I do, however, see some roots that don't look the best, but anyway, it's fine. It'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a pot. I don't know. I don't want to give so many. I already have 3 hoya that I'm going to have to put on a trellis. I'm going to let this one do its thing. But I am going to put it in this pot. Again, I love these pots. These 2, actually. I'm definitely going to have to keep that above the ground because I don't really see a growth point there. This one has given me two new leaves since I've rehabbed it. So, yeah, I've got my hoya mix here. I brought it in earlier, so because, yeah, I mean, the potting room, it's not cold, but it's, you know, it's getting there. No, it's okay. It's warmed up now. There we go. I think I'll just do that. I won't fill it up all the way to the top. Don't need to. Oh dear, the fungus gnats. I also had fungus gnats quite bad in my cabinet. I need to do another round of the nematodes because it did really work. In the last couple of months, I brought home a lot of plants, so you know, that's normal. I'm not gonna get rid of all of it. Okay, I just want to make sure that node there is not covered. Give it a good shake and not disturb it too much. Yeah, that's going to be so much better. But again, maybe I should just give it like a stake. I don't know, I don't really want to give it a trellis. Okay, I'll see. Maybe I will stick a trellis in there if I have enough. But there are some plants here that I actually don't need to repot. But I do want to add these anchors to it. Which up so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, like this one. This one's giving me new leaves. Finally, this is the Hypalasia with its funny, wonky... I can actually see some rotten roots there, but I can also see a lot of new roots there, which is positive. But yeah, I potted this one quite deep because I wanted to put... It didn't have an amazing root system and I didn't want to overpower it. But also I wanted to put this anchor in to eventually give it a trellis. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I don't technically need to repot this. I just need to... I got a tendril, yeah, that's also growing, actively growing. It's not died off, but it's not doing anything. So maybe once I give it a trellis, it will. Those two funky, weird leaves are irritating me. But if I cut them off, I hardly have anything. Okay. So I'm just going to do that. If I do need to up-pot it, you can see there's like a lot of like gaps there. There is probably about like a centimeter you could see there. But the main point is the anchor. And with these smaller pots, you don't need the one at the bottom, whereas with the bigger size one, if you watched my Hoya latifolia care guide video, you would have seen that there was like a bigger piece at the bottom. That was just because you have the extension, whereas with this, you don't need that. But when you have the extension piece, you do need at the base, that's, you know, that support. So then I've got these trellises. I could put 2 in. There we go. That's not going anywhere. I do need some more clips. Okay, wait. Anti-clockwise is that way. Maybe this will encourage the plant to, you know, get going. This is a very fine tendril. Oh no, the lights are going to switch off. I'm just going to put this here. There we go. And then this one is doing its thing. Oh, Lexi, you gave me a fright. Yeah, okay. I need the lights. Come on. There we go. So yeah, and that's it. That's all I needed to do with that one, but I think it is going to make a difference. I've tendrilled it. Yeah, it's all the way over here already. I really hope it's going to kick into action now. But it's giving me new root growth, so that's positive. Okay, let's give it a little bit of a tray. I'll put this one back at the bottom because that's where it was before. Look at that, that leaf has got room. Oh, it actually looks a lot prettier on a trellis. It's just those leaves are bugging me. Okay, and then this one. This is the Sulawesiana. This one has it's actually still quite soft. It's just given me this leaf. Yeah, it's huge. It's kind of hardened off, but it's tendriling like crazy, and I can see there's new leaves here, so I need to do something with it. I'm going to take the clip out. Bolly, what's your problem? Oh yeah, I need to put it through here. That's why it is best to do this when the plant is not super big. Okay, this is going to be difficult. Really do not want to damage this plant. Yeah. There we go. I could actually technically take some soil out of here, but I don't really need to do that. It'll be fine. It's actually the perfect height. There we go. Oh, it's just all ugly, and that's the only thing about keeping these. Actually, just put this in a cover pot. Do I have any more small cover pots? I think I do. Okay, same situation here. There we go. And then anti-clockwise. Try not bend it too much. I'm traumatized by the latifolia that I kept on snapping. I need another clip. Do I have another clip here? No, I don't. Stay, stay. Are you going to stay? No, you're not going to stay. This one needs to go around again. It doesn't want to because of the way it was growing in the cabinet. There we go, there we go. Oh, I've done it, I've done it. Yes. Okay, I need a clip. Okay. Get that one around again. Lexi, why are you moaning? Just do that. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I can really appreciate that leaf now. It's so pretty and it's so dark. I'm really happy with like the first 2 leaves it's given me in my care. This is where I have problem. But, oh, Bully, you're doing a lot of oomping. Okay, that one can go there because I do have, oh, you can't see. Now, I'll show you at the end. I'll show you at the end. And then last up, I've got my baby. The only reason I'm repotting it, it doesn't actually need it, but because it does need support, so I do want to get it onto a trellis. Okay, so if I pop it in there now, no, if I put back, I need an anchor. Okay, I've got another anchor. Lexi, it's okay. If I just pop that in there. What is your issue, dog? Can this fit in there? I don't think it's going to fit. I'm going to try. Ooh. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to try and fit it in there. It's going to work. It just works. But I do need to add some to the side. Oh, you bugger. Okay, I'm just going to hold on to it very carefully. It's the sides that I need it. So, it's not really going to work. Okay. Like a puzzle. Put it in there. I'm already going to put the trellis in. Okay. Okay, I don't want to do any snapping here, so I am just going to clip it on. Yeah. It's not really long enough for me to manipulate it. Anyway, and now I need to fill up the sides. Ooh, I just thought of something. I can lift this up and stick that in there. Oh wait, I'm not doing this the right way. Jacqueline. Other side. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. But I do think that looks good. Oh, I forgot. I still actually have a trellis. I don't have an anchor though, but that's okay. You can still... I know I have like a pointy bit to just stick these in the ground. But anyway, I had a look and I still have these pots. So I am going to put my favorite one, my baby. Doesn't that just look so nice? Okay, so I don't need that tray. I'll put the Harpalasia in the other one. Like that. And it's so easy to water as well. I love watering with these pots. I have my whole collection in them. I'm going to go look for those pointy bits so I can put a trellis in here. I suppose you don't really need to. I could just stick it in. And I'll add an anchor later down the line. I am really traumatized about that damn latifolia. I'm just going to do that. Oh, there we go. Still works. Still works. It's just not... It's not very stable in there. Anyway, would that fit at the back? I don't know. No, it doesn't. Bugger. It doesn't fit. Oh, I do have room up here. I've got more than enough room up here. Okay, that is all of the repotting. And like I said, I don't have to water. Lexi's scaring me. Willy. Yeah. Oh, you're getting old, eh? I'm in your spot, Anna. I'm sorry. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. Okay, Mommy will clean up here and then you can have your spot back. Because I've done all my repotting. Oh, I do feel so much better now that I've done that. I've been putting that off for so long. I might have to check on the Hoya bonii that I repotted, because that one was in stratum and that one obviously never, never dried out. So I might have to water that tomorrow. Others I already watered, so they should be okay, but they look so much better on the trellis. But yeah, I'm going to take you off the tripod and I'm going to show you what the cabinet looks like. You're very big. I mean, look at her head next to mine. It's huge. Woolly. You're loving the attention, eh? Should I do more late night repot? Okay, I'm going to clean up. And yes, I know, I'm in your spot. I'm in your spot. Just don't stand on anything, okay? There's soil everywhere. Bolly. Lexi! Can you just call her, please? Because if I get up, she's going to... Yeah, okay. Okay, so here is a overview. It looks like I've got more plants in there, but I actually don't. But it's nice to have like all the different levels. It just makes... One, I can give my plants a little bit more space. Whereas before they were quite like crammed up on top of each other. But over there at the back, I've put the Monstera Burl Marks. That's on that little like corner shelf. And then on this like U shelf, which is this here, I got my Dark Phoenix, which is giving me a new leaf. Oh, it's so pretty. The Patriciae over there. The Queen, of course. There I've put my Peltigerum, which is giving me a new leaf, but there's a bit of spider mite damage there. Well, larvae actually. And then over there I've put my Sigillitis. That one likes high highlight, so I do have it quite close to the grow light, because then I get those like really pretty pinky leaves. That's my Magnificent Pap hybrid, which is giving me a new leaf. It's got so much more room now. That is, what is that? King of Spades, HU crossed with Ace of Spades. It's lost all of its foliage, but I can see some new growth there, so that's positive. I've put the Luxurians crystallinum here. Oh, it's so pretty. The Dark Desire is pretty much on the same spot. I've put the bonii at the front here. I actually really like it. I can appreciate it a lot more. My Super Silver Blush is struggling since I separated some pups. And then back there, I've got some just like hybrids there as well. That back there is a no ID. I have no idea what that is. Here is my Collar Black Hair crossed with Hot Chocolate from Harmony Plants. It is going to give me a new leaf, but lately when it gives me a new leaf, it kills it off. So yeah, I do need to watch that one. And then down here, oh, I really like it down here. Really like it. I've put, yeah, so I did change that up. I told you guys I had to take the side shelf out because of the, the overall size of my plants in here. But I put the pegboard, I put it here. I don't really need to use it, but I can put some Hoyas closer to it. But again, I can move it. Maybe I should put it on the other side, actually. Because on that side, they'll have more room to, I can still do some zhuzhing. The Florida Ghost got a little bit burnt. It was quite close to the grow light. Hope it's going to be okay here. But anyway, my pot of gold is finally growing there. I've left this here, so usually I hang those yellow sticky traps, but I need to find them, and it's quite dark in the potting room now, so I'm not going to go ahead and look for that. I got a new little baby leaf. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. What is that? Oh yes, Ace of Spades crossed with a pap. That was a little seedling that I bought. Back there is also some type of Anthurium, but I think it might be a goner. I'm not 100% sure. My where is this? Gale, species Gale. The Andoensis over there. I put the snowdrift there. So this light is not completely in the center because of the wire. The wire is not long enough. So I've moved it over a little bit, but it actually works in my favor because I can put a bigger plant there. I hope that new leaf is going to be okay. I put the Sulawesiana here. This just needs to turn, but oh, it's so pretty. The Queen of Hearts back there, which also looks like it's going to do so. It's not going to focus on now, is it? It's doing something there. Oh, the Princess, Argentina Princess. Oh, I love it. I think it looks so much better. Well, I mean, it's stunning anyway, but I think it's going to be really happy on that. The Hypalasia also looks a lot better. Those new little leaves are so cute. Yeah, the, what do I call this? What is this called? King of Spades, yeah. It's a very slow grower, but I am going to have to keep my eye on that. But again, you can move these shelves around, you know, nothing is set in stone. I also have some clips over. But I would actually, I'm going to measure, I would actually like another pegboard there. I think it would fit. I think it would fit. Because then I could put even more Hoyas and hang them up. Because Hoya's close to this grow light, they love it. So then I've got even more room. But I feel like everything's got a nice amount of room. Nothing is really on top of each other. And yeah. Oh, I'm so glad I'm using these pots as well in my cabinet. I think it looks so good. I've got my dark desire in one of those pots as well. I think I have. Maybe I'll put that one in a white pot as well. I think I've got one more left. I think that will look nice there. But yeah. Oh, Lexi just farted. That is my cabinet. So pretty. I'm gonna leave her be. She's finally like calmed down. I know. She just did a really, really stinky fart. Oh, Lexi, can you just like sit? Because that was stinky. That really. Oh, it's like really, it's, you know, I mean, it's already pitch black, but a cozy night of plant chores instead of watching TV. But I am tired now and I'm sweaty as well. Plant chores always, that's why I always look like a scruff when I'm doing plant chores, because I don't care. That was a really stinky fart. And there's no like window open. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. That's gonna be it for today's video. Bolly, sit. Sit. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I need to switch off all my lights so my plants can go to sleep, because they do also need, you know, a period of no grow lights. I'm really happy with what I got done. I'm really impressed with the shelves, considering they only launched not that long ago. Very, very impressed with them. Very good quality. I love that you can do different things with them. I can, you know, get another like pegboard or get a smaller one, or, you know, you can get all the accessories like separate as well. I mean, same with everything that I showed you. You can get everything in like sets. The anchors, the pots, all of that. You can get everything in sets. Same with the shelves. You can get everything in a set, or you can get things separately, which is also really nice. So, ooh, you got a scratch there. No, it's gone? Okay. Yeah, you can get everything separately, which is really, really nice. And I'm very impressed with the quality. I love also that there's, oh, I didn't show you guys, but I also put the, I'm just going to show you. I put the handles on as well, which you can also get. I thought it was so cool. I always, whenever I get like their 3D printed stuff, I'm always like so amazed that a printer did that. I don't know. I know it's like 3D printers are quite a normal thing, but it's still, oh my word, ignore the background. It still amazes me. It still amazes me. Anyway, now that Lexi's laid down, I'm going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to use my discount code on the Plantscraper website, I will link everything that I used in today's video in the description box if you want like that specific thing. I'll do everything separately and maybe not in sets, just so that it's, I mean, I'll do the set that I have, like the shelf set, but like the pots, the acrylic stakes, the anchors and all that. I'll link everything in the description if you want to have a look at them specifically. And if you want to use my discount code, which is My Jungle Story, you can get 10% discount on your order. And it also, I'm an affiliate, so it also, you know, supports my YouTube channel. But again, you don't have to use that if you don't want to. But it's nice to get a little extra discount. And they have a lot of stuff on their website. They've got everything from substrates to fertilizers to pots, like everything. And I can also say that the next set of acrylic shelves that they're going to be doing is for the Akbar, which is very exciting because I'm always zhuzhing up in there because I feel like I'm never utilizing, I mean, it's a small, tiny little cabinet, but I feel like I'm never utilizing all of it. So yeah, that's exciting. That is going to be coming up. That's going to be like the next project for them. But anyway, if you watch this video all the way to the end, leave a dog emoji for Lexi or a ball emoji. I was looking at her teeth and they all like fell down because she has her ball in her mouth so much. But yeah, leave a dog or a ball emoji in the comments. It lets me know you watched all the way to the end. And if you did, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Bolly, you gonna say bye? I'm still in your spot. She doesn't like that usually her bed is where I'm sitting. I need to move. Anyway, Lexi says bye. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.